Okay, everybody, it's Anna. What's the second part of what I want you to do this week? And rather than me lecturing at you what is basically a big table with information, I made this activity for you. So I want to introduce it and show you what to do, and then you guys can have at it. Okay. So in the earlier part of the lecture, you learned about the tree of life, which has the three domains: the bacteria, the archaea, and the eukaryotes, and which all trace their ancestry back to the universal ancestor. So if we look at this in a slightly different way, one of the reasons that we can tell that there's three different domains is that each of the domain has a slightly different cell type. So there's an underlying blueprint. All life is made from cells that all of these cells share, and we're going to learn about those in the lab this week. But here in this lecture, we're going to focus on the differences. So as the universal ancestor cell evolved, and evolution means change, so as this cell changed, it basically changed into what we recognize as the bacteria today, the archaea, and the eukaryotes. So what I want you guys to do in this activity is I want you to basically learn about what makes the three domains different. What are the basic modifications that you see in each one of the domains. So in your assignment on Canvas, you have a PDF that has a whole table in it with all the different modifications, and then I have a slide here for each one of the domains. So I'm going to show you this one right now. So this is for the bacteria, and let me just move my camera here a little bit. So these are all the different things that are on the table. These are all options. So what I want you to do is I want you to find out which ones of these belong to the bacteria, and each one of the domains should have 13. So 13 characteristics that belong to it. So let's just say that this one here, the cell wall material varies, but it's never peptidoglycan or archaea-like. Let's say this one belongs, so you can leave it here. Let's say this one here, metabolisms of the eukaryotic type, doesn't belong. So what I want you to do is I want you to start piling them like all on top of each other. So let's say this one here also is one that in the end you decide doesn't belong there. So, and I'm just kind of showing you what to do. I'm not saying it's correct or anything, and you just basically pile all the ones that don't belong to the bacteria on top of each other. So then when you're done, what you have left are the 13 characteristics for the bacteria. Then you do the same thing for the archaea on the next slide, and then the last slide is the eukaryotes, and you do the same thing again. And then at the end here, okay, so there's a couple vocabulary that you might not be familiar with, so I put those on here for you. And then at the last slide also has a couple questions for you to answer. So this is what you're doing for this lecture. And that's it. So have fun with that, and I'll talk to you later. And I'll see the first group in lab this week, so I'm really excited about that. Okay, bye.